And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks. On purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunked so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting it.
Now here's Westbrook. The dish to Robertson. Fires high post. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
They double team Curry. Thompson with it, guarded now by Durant. Here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 11 points for Steph Curry.
He's been one of their more reliable options to the
rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
So it's the Thunder now. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. And here's Westbrook from the arc. They get it back. Warriors leading by 3. Pushing it up. And Green gets it to go.
Into the paint. That is a work of art there. Dead on target.
For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense,
I'll tell you what, young fella might need a little anger management right there. One of those dunks. How about the edge he puts on those?
I'm surprised the backboard survived that one.
You could see his eyes light up and those eyebrows go up, too, when he had a path to the rack.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
Serge Ibaka, he's jacked in for waivers.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D. They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Westbrook with the block. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Thunder trailing by 6.
Even though the injuries hurt the Thunder, last year at home they were still as strong as ever. I mean, a home record of 29-12 is pretty darn good. Unfortunately, they were in a very tough Western Conference. Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Thompson left side. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Thompson. Thunder have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Offensive rebound. Morrow dishes to Westbrook. Off target at the rim.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. Well, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there, getting himself in a good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind, know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then also just the niftiness with that tip in. Just a quick touch, again, before the defense. No.
Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow. And
I think it's another level I can go to, you know.
Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple of years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting. A lot of those second-chance opportunities, those can be hard to come by.
Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant. Then there's Anthony Morrow. And it's Waiters in at the 5 spot. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff.
Iguodala. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got 3 rebounds now in this one. For 3, Westbrook. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Durant sends it back. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And the Thunder with some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Roberson. And it's Cantor in for Anthony Morrow. And Golden State also making a change. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Spades. The pass to Iguodala. To the inside. And Spates with the basket on the assist by Iguodala.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Livingston signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7". He's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Foy's checked in.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
And Kanter did play well with the increased minutes last season, Clark. Averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a great fit for him in Oklahoma City. He still has work to do, but now that he feels like he's in the right environment, I think we're going to see that great potential of his start to come to fruition.
Westbrook with the steal. And Durant, here we go.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit.
And the Thunder with some changes. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Adams. Roberson comes in for Enes Kanter. And Deion Waiters subbed in for Randy Ford. Then for the Warriors, Curry comes in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. On its way from Curry for 2. No good off the front iron.
That's what I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor. And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
There's the triple. And it's Westbrook again missing.
You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see
Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throwdown. Unbelievable what I'm seeing here. Is this the dunk contest?
Hey, this one counts, Clark. Believe me, what confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself.
He couldn't resist on that. The adrenaline just flowing. One of the more spectacular plays we've seen.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Hooks one up. No good from Clark.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Morrow kicks to Roberson. Westbrook dishes to Morrow. Waiters gets a wide-open look, and again it's Oklahoma City. The Warriors leading. Green left side. Iguodala, that's a two-pointer, and the Warriors miss again.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot is good. 16 points for Steph Curry.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Curry, good.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Westbrook against Curry. Westbrook passes to Roberson. With one on the clock, that misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And the first half.
Well, Russell, you...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be breaking down all the action for you. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 18 points and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think? And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the three, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the three ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Golden State looking at who they got. Here's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. When it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. The offensive rebound. Durant kicks to Roberson. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
But they recover it. Again, Curry missing.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half. And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
He lobs it up. Morrow, no good.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You like to try that when it's wide open.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up,
Act is jacked in for Dion Waiters. Cantor comes in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Foy in for Andre Robertson. Warriors shooting a meager 37% for the game.
Finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Here's Livingston. Can't get it to go. So the Thunder will take it the other way. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball that gives them the lead. 14 points for Kevin Durant.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Foy dishes to Westbrook. Shoots it up. Rebounded by Bogut.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Green, no luck.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not at the solo alley-oop. That's not something we see too often.
Timed it perfectly. You're right. And caught the defense totally off guard.
Hey, guys, how about his coach? Looked like his heart was in his throat there for a second. Now, though, he's able to smile. More of a smile of relief.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Steven Adams. Waiters comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Roberson in for Randy Ford. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Warriors have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
For 3, Westbrook kept alive. Here's Durant. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. For 3, Westbrook. Durant, the pass to Morrow. Shoots the 3. That's good. Morrow's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. You've got to get a hand in the face.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook for that matter.
You know, it's interesting. It really had been mostly a cordial relationship between Durant and the media up until last season. And then at the All-Star break, I mean, he had some biting remarks.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Westbrook with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Waiters. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. 19 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Curry. Another miss by Curry.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's going wrong with him this quarter. He's really falling off.
Waiters, no luck. And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Thunder leading by 5. Anthony Morrow out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Roberson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Down low. It's deflected. And here comes the break.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
The Thunder shooting 49% on the game. I'll take that. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Thunder lead.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Curry kicks to Rush. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession. Some changes for Golden State. Bogut comes in for Festus Ezeli. And it's Draymond Green in for Andre Iguodala. Curry outside. The long distance three is barely. Curry's got 21 in the game.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Offensive rebound. Robertson dishes to Westbrook. Durant wide open. He fires. Wide open. Couldn't capitalize. Warriors trail by 5. Barbosa's shot is off.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence. Allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And they will call over the back on the play.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Foy in for Andre Robertson. And here we go with Morrow running it up the court.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backcourt has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Boy, and for Randy Foy, I thought it was a big bounce-back year for him last season. The points per game were the highest they've been in 5 years, and his field goal percentage was the highest it's been in 5 years as well.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
All right, Doris, thanks. Talking about Randy Foy last year, one difference is that he started almost every game, 78 the most in his career. That may have given him, Greg, additional confidence. Who knows?
Well, where I was impressed, Kevin, with his improvement was as a facilitator and rebounder. He seemed to lose his mojo for a few years in there, but last season, I really feel like he got it back.
Good. 25 points for Steph Curry.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Ibaka goes in.
See this play he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling his peg. I mean, it's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Thunder leading by 9. Here's Waiters. Ibaka, the pass to Durant. And Ibaka kicks to Waiters. Shot's good.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they need. How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass? Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're ahead by 9. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Ian Clark. Westbrook with a wide open look. They get it back. Durant for 3. Good. Durant's got 34.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker. And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that.
Good. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Oklahoma City.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Durant. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And then Iguodala with the dunk. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
And you could clock his hang time. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control. Yeah, with the game out of reach, intentional fouls don't mean anything. It's just an exercise in futility. Let the clock go.
Yeah, I agree with you, Clark.
Got time.
Really make a lot of sense.
Don't have to isolate immediately.
The Thunder making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. Timeout called the Warriors. They're losing by 9. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
So far in the game for Westbrook, 16 points and 9 assists.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him. And that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
And he commits the intentional foul. The first one falls. And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Curry. But they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys. One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And that's an intentional foul. And he knocks down the first one. That one is no good.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Outside Westbrook. And that's an intentional foul. First one falls for him. That misses, so he splits the free throws. From deep three-point range.
And sometimes he can hit
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal.
hungry for a win against a Western Conference rival. The Golden State Warriors are ready for this thing to get started. Here at the Staples Center, the fans here in Los Angeles amping up for the Clippers. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Now Golden State's starting five. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Against the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes at the small forward position. A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year three. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game. They may need to sit him out, Kevin. That's his second foul in less than a minute.
Ron Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Ball against Curry. Just 5 on the clock. A three. Here's Jordan, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got the opening bucket of the night here for Los Angeles.
I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game. You know, getting the ball inside early.
And it worked to perfection, Clark, on that possession. We'll see how that plays out in terms of being a big part of their game plan. I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Here is Paul, following the score by Golden State. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Golden State moving it around. Bogut with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Bogut the pass to Green. Here's Curry with the three. Curry with another miss.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year. And that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of the game.
And Jordan sends it back.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Green gets it to go.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Paul. And they double up Paul. 5 to shoot. And here is Los Angeles now. Just 3 to shoot. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Griffin. Misses off the right iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Green, and he uses the glass on the layup. It's a tie ball game.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Keena. Curry with it.
Especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And the Clippers decide to take here.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding two guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. Recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Warriors also with a sub. Thompson's checked in. Shot clock at 6. Deep 2 from Crawford. Here's Jordan. Fires for 3. Iguodala with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry against Crawford. Outside Curry. Crawford with the steal. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
That almost feels like Tupa coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
It's Curry outside. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. Jacks up a 3. Can't hit. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors at... And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team. But as a defender, he understands he can make a big difference. Jordan, a man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job, Clark. He does it very, very well. He is excelling.
Yeah, he is. He may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan's become a defensive beast, an animal defensively. And really the thing of it is he's still learning and growing. He's going to continue to get better, which is scary.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though, Greg. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop in the opposing team scoring.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Green is out there with Maurice Spates. Crawford's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Here's Curry, feeds it to Spates, and finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
No good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And it's good. Thompson's got his first 2 points of the night.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter.
Good defensive instincts on display there.
Here's Green, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And it's a 4-point Warrior lead. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
They've come out and attacked mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Brings a lot of intangibles, though, and I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for Los Angeles. Griffin comes in for Green. Green kicks to Spates. Right through the D for the layup. Spates has got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
And Curry, here we go. And Griffin's. Sends it back. It's Crawford on the one. Three-pointer. Shot misses. Good defense by Iguodala.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from Green. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Crawford up. Spades dishes to Thompson. Throws it up high. Crawford, no up.
He's tried to get it going, but the shot simply has not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And the call goes against Wesley Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. So, for the Clippers, Pierce is checked in for Jordan. And it's Austin Rivers in for Jamal Crawford. And then for Golden State, Ezeli comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. Got a piece of it. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the Clippers not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of threes.
And Green slams it in.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Clippers making a change here. Aldridge is checked in.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Curry outside, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. You know, it's apparent there what a leader he is, always communicating it and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
And Kevin, that's such a good point. You know, they don't always show up in the box score, but those leadership qualities of his are just as valuable to this team as anything else that he does.
Jeff Green is checked in for Blake Griffin. Good. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And the first half comes to a close.
Doc, how would...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their largest. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. A fantastic game from Draymond Green in this one.
Just a dominating performance in the post by him so far. Just tearing them to shreds when he gets it inside.
Yeah, and getting it to him is the only hard part, fellas. I mean, once he has it, he's automatic. Forget about it. He can do work down there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Johnson is out there with Paul, and it's Rivers in at the 3.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Thompson for the triple. But they'll get another chance. Bogut kicks to Barnes. Golden State moving it around. Here's Thompson, and there's the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And here's a little-known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continue to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Rivers, and Wilcox is subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Curry, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And Griffin.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. It's Curry with the drive, and that one's good.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Wilcox kicks to Johnson. There's Crawford with the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
That's good. 13 points for Steph Curry.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors showed just how gorgeous ball can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
It's tipped. Crawford lets up. Traps in the tray. Crawford's got 9.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a play.
Iguodala, that's good.
Oh, he's got such great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Johnson, the pass to Griffin. Here's Wilcox. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Wilcox has got his first points of the night.
Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
It's Curry with the drive. Can't hit from in close. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. This game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
Some hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Well, guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer, and Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his 5th, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for him this half.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Johnson. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Rivers. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. And another 3 for Golden State.
You know, and getting back to Wesley Johnson, you kind of want to kidnap him and just chain him to a set of weights. I mean, he has all the natural ability in the world to be a difference maker, but he just lacks the strength to do anything with it. I mean, a voracious competitor in college. He's been relegated to marginal production at the pro level, and I really feel like a lot of it is because he physically struggles at times at this level.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Here's Rivers. They kick it out to Green. And Ba'amute dishes to Reddick. Lets it go with a 3. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night.
You know, on the topic of Wesley Johnson, I remember him in college. I remember the guy who took over games and even showed a certain toughness when he did it. He hasn't gotten to that point here in the pros, so he may soon be entering a crossroads in his career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Green. And it's Rush in for Andre Iguodala. Warriors leading by 4. And Ba'amute. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. The Warriors have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Paul can't get the heave to fall. Azili. The half-court bomb falls off target. And that does it for the third.